And it smiled. But Daniel wasn't smiling. It was just past midnight when Daniel, a late-night radio host, switched on the red on-air light in his dusty little station at the edge of town. His program, Midnight Whispers, was small but had a loyal following of insomniacs, truckers, and lonely souls. Every night, he read ghost stories listeners called in with. That night, the phone lines buzzed more than usual. Daniel picked up, his voice calm and warm. "Good evening. You're live on Midnight Whispers. What's your story?" A silence. Then a soft female voice whispered, almost too faint to hear. "Daniel. I don't have much time. They're already inside the house." Daniel frowned. He thought it was a prank. "Who's inside?" "Ma'am, are you safe?" But the woman continued, her voice shaking. "They look like shadows, but they're not shadows. They copy my movements. They're standing in the hallway right now, watching me." Daniel leaned closer to the mic. His listeners loved suspense, but this felt different. "Real. Can you describe them?" he asked. Her breath hitched. "They look like me. Every time I move, they move. But their faces. Daniel, their faces are wrong. Like, they have hollow eyes." The line went dead. Daniel stared at the phone. His producer wasn't in, he was alone in the building. Then the phone rang again. Same line. He answered. "Daniel," the voice was deeper now. Distorted. "Don't hang up." Chills ran down his arms. "Who is this?" The caller laughed softly. "You've been telling their stories for years. But tonight, you're telling ours." Daniel's hands shook. He looked at the glass window of the recording booth, dark, empty. Yet as he spoke, his own reflection seemed delayed. He blinked. His reflection blinked a second later. Then it smiled. But Daniel wasn't smiling. The phone crackled. A different voice came through, this one panicked, desperate. "Please, whoever's listening, turn off your radios. Don't listen to his voice. If you're hearing this, it's already too late." The station lights flickered. The emergency generator hummed. Daniel's mic stayed live on its own. He wasn't speaking anymore. But his voice kept going, smooth and steady. "Good evening, listeners. Welcome to your last broadcast. Look around you. In the corners of your room. Do you see them?" Daniel stared at the glass again. His reflection was no longer alone. 3 more copies of him stood behind it, smiling wide, their faces melted and pale. The phone rang one last time. He didn't want to answer, but his hand moved on its own. The same whisper as before, barely audible, came through. "Daniel, they're not behind the glass anymore. They're behind you." The broadcast cut to static. The next morning, police found the radio booth empty. The microphone was still lit, looping one phrase on repeat. "Did you see them last night? Did you see them last night? Did you see them last night?" At first, it seemed like a sick prank. But then the calls began. Dozens of people across the city phoned in, voices breaking with terror. "My husband never came home. Before he died, He called me and just whispered. Did you see them last night? Another call. Another family. A daughter who claimed her mother was found sitting upright in bed, her face twisted in horror, the radio still on. By noon, the reports spread beyond Daniel's town. Other cities. Other stations. Families reporting sudden deaths, each one marked by the same final words. Truckers who had tuned into midnight whispers were found dead at the wheel. Rigs jackknifed across highways, plunging off bridges, smashing through houses in the night. Survivors swore they heard the last thing Daniel said over the static. Look around you. In the corners of your room. Do you see them? And some claimed, in the wreckage, the bodies didn't look quite right. Faces distorted, half melted, like wax figures left too close to fire. Police shut down the station. They ripped out the lines. But every night at 12:13 a.m., radios across the region still catch a brief signal of static, and then Daniel's voice. Soft. Calm. Inescapable. Good evening, listeners. Did you see them last night?